how do you get started with Python. You can use Notepad or any editor of your choice, Notepad, Notepad++, or Visual Studio Code, or there's Atom, but I prefer Sublime Text. It's very simple, it has very good code editing, optioning and all those features, so I go ahead with Sublime for most of my editing stuff. For HTML also it's very good. So first I'll show you how to print the basic hello world in Python. Now everything in Python is saved as a .py file. Okay, any code you want to write, you write it and save it as a Python script with the extension .py. So first I'm giving a name for my file and I'll save it as the extension .py. Now then we go into the command prompt and we navigate to where that file is stored in your OS file system. It will be similar for Linux also, for Windows also. Just in Linux CD and Windows also it's CD. Then once you navigate into that, if you don't have a variable set in base Python, you will have a little bit problem with environment variables, but it's fine. In Anaconda it's managed by itself. So we can just enter Python space our file name with the extension. So this will execute that script for us. Whatever is written in that file, it will run it and show us output in this command prompt. Now what I wrote in my file was a simple print statement that is printing whatever is inside the inverted commas I wanted to print. I gave hello world. That's kind of a custom. When you get started with a programming language, you print hello world. That's when you're marking, you're starting. Okay. So now why do we even need this kind of interaction with the machine, if you think? Because a lot of processing we do to create a machine learning software, what at the end point, what do you want to create? We want to create a algorithm that takes in input that is trained on some kind of data. You learn all these concepts later on, but what a machine learning software at the end you will be able to prepare is something that will take user data and give analysis of it. If you're creating a regressor, it will be trained with some data and then it will accept user input and then predict something for them. Or classifier, it will be trained on a set of classifying data and then it will take the user input and will tell what is this, like which class it belongs to. For all this we need some kind of processing, and Python gives us all these steps. Now here a very basic thing I've written is printing something to the user. Okay, a very basic one. Now there are three things you can think about. One is getting input from the user, processing that input and showing it to the user. That's the basic functionality of any programming language, that it should be able to do that.